Hello, bonjour. I'm here to talk about some really great original artwork, watercolor paintings that celebrate the history of the Canadiens' uniform evolution. And I'm going to show you the artwork in a lot greater detail in just a moment, but this is kind of a sense of what it is that I'm talking about here today. This artwork would make a great gift. Mother's Day, Father's Day, Christmas, birthday gift, a retirement gift, a wedding anniversary, or it doesn't even need to be a gift. It could be just somebody who's a great Canadiens fan and they love artwork. This would really look beautiful framed in your home or in your office. Let me give you a little background and then we'll really get into the art itself. My name is Scott Silcox and I'm from Toronto. For 16 years I owned a company called Maple Leaf Productions, and we made and sold a whole variety of products that celebrated the evolution of sports teams' uniforms. NFL teams, Major League Baseball teams, NHL teams like the Canadiens, college football teams, and CFL teams, the Alouettes. And we used this artwork, these watercolor paintings, we used them on a whole family of products that I'd love to just kind of show you a few examples of. We made plaqued posters in a horizontal format. Forgive me, Canadiens fans, that I'm showing you a Leafs poster, but you get my gist. It showed and traced the evolution of the team's uniform using the great artwork. Then we had a middle-sized plaque, a medium-sized plaque, again showing the evolution of the team's uniform using the artwork, and then a small plaque. So in addition to plaqued posters, we also made framed posters. Let me show you just a couple of frames. We made dozens and dozens of different shapes and sizes of frames. Here's just a couple that again, using the artwork, they trace the history of a team's uniform. Now, so in addition to our plaqued posters and our framed posters, we also did clocks. Here's an example of a clock, again using the artwork for a clock. We did coffee mugs, again using the artwork and showing the evolution of a uniform. We did fridge magnets. Here's just a couple different shapes and sizes of fridge magnets. We did a great little product called a fan frame, again tracing the evolution of the uniform using the artwork. We did playing cards, kind of ace, king, queen, jack, 10. Playing cards. There's a Montreal uniform, and there'll be many other Montreal uniforms in here, but anyway, so we did playing cards, and we did mouse pads and collector plates and a variety of other products. But what's my point? My point is that this artwork that I'm about to show you really is famous artwork, and I know that sounds like I'm patting myself on the back, and I don't, that's not the sort of person I am, but the point that I'm trying to get across is this really is rather famous artwork. In addition to being seen on tens of thousands or maybe 100,000 products, like I just showed to you earlier, the artwork, you could also see it in the offices of team owners, in the league commissioner's office, and TV ads and TV shows and movies. You'll see them often on many team websites. You'll see this artwork. We've worked with teams and given them permission to show them on their websites, and in the halls of fame you'll also see the products using this artwork. So as much as sports artwork can be famous, what we're offering for sale really is famous sports artwork. By the way, everything that I'm describing here in this video, or almost everything, can be seen on our new website that's devoted to the sale of this artwork, and that website is heritagesportsart.com. And I'll mention that a couple other times as I keep going. Now let's really focus on the Montreal Canadiens. We created 17 pieces of art. You're not going to see all 17 here, but you'll see quite a few. This artwork, if you visit our website, you'll be able to go and zoom in great close detail and see the artist's signature and any notes they may have left. You might recognize some of these uniforms. The Canadiens, in the last little while celebrated their 100th anniversary, so they wore a number of these great older uniform, reproductions of those. So this is just some of some of the paintings, some of the 17 Canadian paintings that we did. As you know, there's hundreds of thousands or millions of Canadiens fans across North America, and we only have 17 original pieces of art. So if you're interested, if this is something that appeals to you, please act sooner rather than later. And I know I sound like I'm selling a Ginsu knife or a super chamois, but it really is true. There's a lot of Canadiens fans and only 17 pieces of art. So we're just kind of flipping through just to give you a sense of the artwork, and then right on up actually to the 2007-2008 season. 17 pieces of art, many Canadiens fans. Please act quickly if you're interested. Now, what formats can you buy this artwork in? there's really three ways you can buy the artwork. All the pricing is explained on the website. If the Canadiens, in some cases where the artwork that we show is a year that the Canadiens won the Stanley Cup, then there's a premium price associated with that simply because of supply and demand. Somebody might be more interested in buying the 65, 66 Canadiens piece of art because it was a Stanley Cup winning year, or the 92, 93 season because it was a Stanley Cup winning year, as opposed to another one. So there's just a premium associated with it. So I'm going to leave the pricing. You can see the pricing on the website for the higher price pieces, but I'll just use the standard price. So raw unframed artwork, just as you see here, is $550. That includes UPS shipping right to your door. And we would package this properly, ship it to you. You would get it in about a week's time, and then you could frame it or mount it however you see fit. So the first way is raw unframed art, $350. Then the second way you can buy the artwork is in what we call our classic framed version. Now forgive me that I'm showing you a Denver Broncos piece. Pretend you see a, well, let's use this one. Let's say you see a Canadiens piece of artwork here. It's a black metal frame, a double white mat. Then the artwork itself would be framed, and then there's an engraved plate telling the story of the artwork. This particular version, this classic frame version, would be $625. Again, that includes UPS shipping right to your door. And if you place this order, we would custom frame it for you. So if you place the order today, it would take 2 to 3 weeks before it actually arrives on your doorstep. So raw framed art, classic framed art, or the third and final way that you could buy it is our deluxe framed version. And this actually shows the 88-89 Canadiens uniform. It's a black, larger black frame, a black mat, the artwork, the engraved plate, and then we've added the Canadiens, evolution of their uniform, so you can see your original artwork, and then you can look down and say, oh, okay, I actually see how my artwork was used in that particular product, in that poster. So this deluxe framed version is $650. That includes UPS shipping right to your door, and it would be custom framed. So if you ordered this, we would custom frame it for you, and it would arrive on your doorstep 2 to 3 weeks after you place the order. This art was painted by a great artist, and he's an equally wonderful person, by the name of Tino Paolini. Tino actually owns all of this artwork. He's asked me for my help in helping to promote the sale of the artwork, which I'm delighted to do. And so the artwork belongs to Tino, and I'm helping him in this project. Now, how do you place an order? Really 2 simple ways. The first way is visit our website, heritagesportsart.com, where you'll be able to see all the products up close and in great detail. But you could order online. It's fully e-commerce enabled. You could use a major credit card through the PayPal system, or if somehow you felt uncomfortable doing that, call me on my cell phone. My name is Scott, and the cell number is 416-315-4736. I'd love to talk to you. I love Canadiens fans. You're as passionate a fan as any in any sport. And I could tell you about the background of the research that went into these, the stories about the artist, or about working with the NHL. Just if you felt like you wanted to purchase it with a live person, call me, and I'd love to talk to you. Now, just kind of 2 final points, and then I think I can leave you alone. The first one is, if you happen to know another Canadiens fan who you think might be interested in artwork, would you be nice enough to pass this YouTube URL on to them? That would be really nice if you would. I'd really appreciate that. And then secondly, I mentioned at the outset that in addition to the Montreal artwork and all the NHL artwork, we also have NFL artwork, Major League Baseball artwork, NCAA college football, and CFL artwork. So if somebody was a fan of the Yankees or the Red Sox or the Green Bay Packers or the Steelers or the LA Dodgers or whatnot, there's lots of artwork available on the website. Over 1,500 pieces of original watercolor paintings are all available online. And I'd love it if you knew a fan of another team or whatnot, if you'd pass heritagesportsart.com along to them. That would be really nice of you. So thanks for your time. You're very patient to put up with me, and I wish the Canadiens, and I say it only slightly grudgingly, I wish you all the best in the upcoming seasons, and I hope you and the Leafs will win a cup again in my lifetime. Thanks a lot. Bye.